Introduction to Hazard and Risk Assessment. Please allow me to present my presentation for today in English, if that is okay with you. Right? Is it okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Alright, okay. Can you register again? Yeah? For today's session, please scan the QR code and then put in your name and also some of your information for our record. Choose the QR code. Open QR code. Yes. Open QR code.
It's too bright.
It's too bright.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. Let us switch on the light. Thank you.
Today we speak English
Yes,
only.
that's good. That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kau tunggu bukan luar.
Jangan tadi aku tak boleh scan aja.
It's good. It's a way to practice, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Of course.
Nothing to embarrass. Set kita.
Oh, cik kita tak kencang.
Biasa you kau tak ada rumah IC ke? Masuk buat Thailand tu. Orang beraya kat Malaysia ada beraya Thailand.
Buanglah telefon sikit.
Mawar apa tu?
Awang-awang dia semua kan.
Aku reject gue dia.
Jik nak tulis sini je. Jik tu. Aduh, pening lah. Telefon mama buat sendal pintu.
Jadi dia buat. Saya tukar tukar email lah. Abang hantar ni.
Tukar email buat tukar email.
Tu file dia dia buka.
Dah saya send ni.
Dan dia
Boleh saya?
Choose my name.
Share.
Ada kan nama?
Tak ada dah.
Ya.
Lihat.
Right.
Abang sesuai nama saya. Hantar.
Gazi.
Okay.
Aku maju.
Mana boleh ni.
Tak ambil link ke? Okey.
Hantar kat ni.
01
017 293 2766.
Oh laju sangat tu. 293
2766.
276.
017 293.
spelling kau beli apa?
Staff ID ke? Itu staff ID.
Shopee ke Rika?
ID dah. Position dah. Dah.
Jabatan.
Oh, department.
Tadi department ke? Ada.
No, department tu bisa ada.
Ada.
Kita kat atas kali.
Kita akan kali tak campur.
Lagi dah terus. Okey.
Okey.
Alright, okay done. Okay, can we proceed?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a pre-test. Okay, no worry.
Dah ada mihun dengan dia.
Okay, you can answer it as well. Okay. So there will be a pre-test. Please answer the pre-test as much as possible. If you cannot, you can just leave it empty. That's okay. Alright. So this is just for us to know where is our stand. Okay, our baseline on the knowledge on hazard and risk assessment. Alright, 5 minutes to answer. You can discuss. Okay, you can discuss with your friend. No worries. Yes, number and IC. This is just, but we are not going to collect this now. This is just the formality. When we submit.
Boleh bincang lah dia.
But ChatGPT cannot help you when there are accident happen. Can? So that's why it's good for you to discuss with your friends. Alright, there is a correction, number 5. Number 5 for B, it should be ISO 31000. Yeah, 31000. ISO 31000. 31000.
Osh ke Dosh? Osh. Macam ni je? Dosh.
JKKP.
Bos kita.
Dosh.
Malaysia.
Kau sedang sangat JKKP eh?
Safety and health.
Faham ke?
If you had done, if you had conducted, you can put 4 or 5.
Do you current assess this
If
at
you had
your
never
place?
conducted hazard or risk assessment, you can put 1.
Artikel
Or
kan?
never attended any hazard and risk assessment course. You can write that.
Yes.
Ini hazard and risk assessment no.
Salah.
31000.
Itu high risk.
No. What you challenger is
Episode high voltage.
kasih
Apa dia?
Do you current assess
Nama IC kena isi.
at your workplace?
Jentera berat bersih baik pun.
Ha?
Jentera berat. Heavy. Heavy.
Heavy machinery.
Bukan. Heavy.
Dia tak guna kau belajar luar dulu.
Itulah bulu.
Bagi key point je mana boleh bagi.
Kau tak tahu cakap tak tahu.
Sebab
Okay.
Macam mana betul kan? Betul. Kalau tak tahu, kalau dia tak betulkan tu makna semua jawapan salah. Jadi bila letak 310000 tu jawapan betul.
Ya, betul-betul.
Yes.
31 ini mau this
Betul nak buat.
We will have a discussion. You can check your friend's answer.
Buat challenge lah.
Bagi dia set.
What are the two?
Let him finish this first. Oh, dia set.
Yang jawapan
Tengok jawapan nombor 8 tak tahu. Cuba bagi tu. Okay. Yang ni.
Do you current assess risk at your
Okay.
workplace?
Berapa to start?
To start apa?
Kita menghadapi
nak mula pun susah. Buat ada challenge.
Oh, to start. Oh, okay.
Macam mana?
Tinggi tak juga. Jadi dia agak ada risiko juga. Ada juga.
Tapi bila dah start, okey je, boleh jalan.
Semua ada. Semua ada.
Start tu macam mana nak cari semangat, cari
Tidak
mood.
mesti ada short circuit tu.
Jadi Jadi tunjuk pilih nama aku. Aku pilih nama.
Sama je buat.
Ada lagi.
Ada tu je.
Nombor 7 orang.
Ha.
Ada aku pakai ChatGPT.
Aku tu nama kau sebab yang challenge kau kan.
Kacau tu. Syaitan. Maaf tu kan? Habis. Hey, what is the challenge that you face with your performance?
Macam jawab exam. Boleh you know.
Google.
Settle.
Safety Google.
Too much hated.
My partner.
Terlalu banyak kebencian ni.
Buat
netizen.
Tak boleh. Posting. Bukan hated.
Apa signing?
Okay.
Signing.
Can we check? You can interchange your answer with your friend.
Apa
Okay. So we can discuss a very brief discussion on our pretest.
sign hazard betul ke high voltage?
What is the governing authority regarding workplace safety in Malaysia?
BKKP.
DOSH, JKKP, right? Department of Occupational Safety and Health. Alright, rate your understanding of hazard and risk assessment. Who has 5?
Ni CIMB ni apa?
CIDB.
CIDB.
point. Itu pun risiko tinggi tu.
Okay.
Panjang sangat.
Can we continue? Can we continue?
Yes,
Okay.
continue.
We will answer number 5. Which of the following is the standard guide for risk management? Which one?
Huh?
Number 5.
Oh, number five.
B.
B. That's correct.
Yeah.
ISO
3000.
331,000. Alright. ISO 9000 is management. Alright. ISO 14,000 is for environment.
Oh.
ISO 17,000 is for service. Okay. So, can someone share what is your current challenge to perform risk assessment in the workplace?
Carrying heavy load.
Carrying heavy load,
Yeah.
workload or
Huh?
challenge?
My partner Muhammad Yazid.
Your partner lah.
Most challenge.
That's a good answer. Okay, your partner deprive you of performing the hazards and risk
I
assessment.
stress.
Operating heavy machinery.
Oh, okay. Financial budget, yes. Because you need lots of activities to be performed. Yes.
Kalau student, panik.
Student, yes, because students are doing the experiment, they are not collaborating.
Cooperation lah kan.
Aha.
Control tu.
That is a psychosocial hazard lah kita.
Lecturer.
Right? Oh, lecturer, yes. Yes, lecturer can be a hazard source as well. Okay, we will further the discussion later. What are the tools that are available to assist you in identifying as hazard? Is there any tools currently available?
Operating manual.
Femia.
Okay, when you want to perform hazards, that is a method. The method we will discuss later. Alright. Okay, I can note down that you don't know about number 8. Alright. Okay, that's okay. Now let us continue with our next section. Alright. As I mentioned, my name is Dayana Radia. Okay, I'm from Bintulu, Sarawak originally. I've been with UPM since 1996, so it has been a long time. I think been working with you guys for such a long time as
I'm
well.
not born yet.
I did my degree in the US and then my PhD in UK, both in chemical engineering. And I've been teaching process safety for quite a long time now. Right?
Masih Yazid.
No question asked, kan? I am a mother of 5. Yeah? I have 4 boys and also 1 little girl.
Biasanya rumah lelaki ramai ni teman-teman.
English, please.
Hazard.
English, please.
Yes, English please. Alright, now, okay, I want you to call up your friends who want to introduce yourself first, and then
Hafiz.
that person will call the next one, and just maximum 1 minute per person. Okay, Hafiz. Alright, 1 minute is okay, 30 seconds is okay. Alright, Hafiz. Okay.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay,
My
dah.
name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Hamid. I'm from Seremban Negeri Sembilan.
We are neighbor.
Yeah.
We are neighbor.
Dah neighbor. Okay kan?
Which department?
Civil engineering.
Civil. Alright, okay, thank you, Hafiz. Who
So
do
next,
you want to call?
Jasri.
Your partner in crime. Alright.
Assalamualaikum.
Anak dah suka dia tak
My
sebut
name is
nama.
Ahmad Jasri bin Jasri. So people used to call me Jasri. I'm from Department of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. So I'm staying at Bani, Kelantan.
Okay, thank you, Jasri. Okay, Jasri, you want to call?
I'm from
I
Menos.
want to call Brother Hisham. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Selamat Hari Raya.
Betul.
My name is Muhammad Hisham bin Muhammad Aziz. I'm from the Department of Civil Engineering. I'm from Taman Sri Sedang. Not local.
Not local.
Originally from Kelantan.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Syam, you want to call up who?
Oh, mana Imran?
Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all. And my name is Ahmad Shahrizan. I'm from ENE Engineering.
Alright, Zach, who do you want to call?
Mr. Azmi.
Azmi, okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kepala tu kau ni.
My name is Muhammad Ahmad Ali. Okay, I am from Department Electric and Electronic. I originally from Selangor, Sungai Besar Selangor. Okay, I work here from 2007 until now. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Azmi. You want to call? Who do you want to call? To introduce?
Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Nasir bin Ibrahim from originally from Perlis. My department aerospace.
There are only 8 people in Perlis.
Tu nak tahu tu.
Okay, who do you want to call?
Nak chat apa
You want
pun.
to call?
Jadi dia lah.
Mr. Brother
Den.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum all. My name is Muhammad Asharuddin. I'm from Internal Audit Division. I'm not from engineering. I'm originally from Kuala Lumpur. And that's all.
Okay, thank you, Jadin. Jadin,
Siapa
the
lagi?
last person?
Yes.
Okay, that complete our introduction session.
One more.
No. I know.
One
Firstly, I
hour
said
is-
it's completed.
Ah.
You should introduce yourself.
1 hour at least.
Assalamualaikum, very good morning to everyone. My name is Muhammad Yazid Muhammad. Everyone call me Mr. Yazid. I'm from Kuala Lumpur, but I stay here instead in Satra. Actually, I'm from Civil Engineering Department, and I'm working here starting 2019 until now.
Thank you, Yazid.
Yep.
Alright. Thank you everyone for your kind introduction. Just to break the ice, yeah. Just to break the ice so that we know each other and it's easier for me to address you. Okay. What are the objectives of today's training? Yeah? The training which actually covering the 4 modules that we have. The first one is we hope that at the end of this particular training you'll be able to comprehend the concepts of hazards and risk assessment. It's very difficult to gauge understanding, so it is actually more on comprehension of the concept. The second is we hope that you are able to learn the methods, even though what we are going to present today are basic methods, that will actually trigger some interest in you to learn the methods better in the future to identify and assess hazards in the workplace. And of course, this is very important. We want all of our staff to be familiarized with Malaysian legislation related to workplace safety, which will be covered in Module 3. Yeah? And last is, of course, we hope that you are able to apply HIRAC, especially for your job scope later on, using the HIRAC methodology for to assess risk for workplace safety. So that is the intent of this particular training. Okay.
Introduce yourself.
Sorry, lambat sikit bos.
We'll let him to introduce himself then.
It's okay, Nirul.
So the first session is on introduction to hazards and risk assessment concept. And the objective of this particular module on its own is you shall be able to describe the concept of hazards and risk assessment. If I give again this question later, you should be able to answer it much better. Alright, and then you shall be able to identify types of hazards that are actually present around you, especially around your workplace. And when discussing it with your friends, you shall be able to discuss the methods that can be used to identify hazards. Because identifying hazards are very important to ensure that everyone who is working around us are safe. We want to go back to our family in a complete one piece. Correct. Okay. So who knows what is the definition of hazards? Who want to share?
Just read, I don't know about this.
Danger.
Yeah, it is literally is a danger, but hazard is defined as any potential source that can cause harm to you. Right? That is what we call as hazards. If you see in this room, what are hazards?
This one.
Chair.
Sharp corner.
Sharp corner,
Just read.
electrical, what else? Chair,
Pen.
that projector, it can fall on our head.
Ceiling.
Ceiling, yes, lamp.
Pen.
Hafiz is that?
Huh?
The Hafiz is that?
Hafiz is like,
This is a-
this guy is so dangerous.
There are many
So what's
sources
it
of
over
hazards.
you?
Right? There are many sorts of hazards around us. And what kind of risk does it pose? What kind of risk? So risk is defined as any probable incidents or any probable injuries, any probable burns that you can actually have, yeah, when the hazard is present. When the hazard is there, there is a possibility of you getting injured. There is a possibility of you falling down. There are possibility of you broke your hand. Yeah. So those are what we call as risks. So that's why when we want to assess our workplace safety, we have to first define what are the hazards around us, right? And we can be hazard as well. Why? How?
Hafiz.
Human error, human behavior, and unsafe act. Unsafe act means we can actually usually see this among students where they are actually dancing in the lab, they are singing, they are running,
Yeah.
they are not wearing a proper PPE. Those are all a possible of hazards. Yeah? They are all possible hazards. Why hazards are important?
It's important for us.
Huh?
Important for hazard
Yeah.
assessment.
Why is it important?
To save life.
To save life, yes. That is the ultimate goal. We want everyone to be safe, everyone to be healthy. Yeah? We don't want someone who has been working at UTM and then going back home getting sick. Yeah? So we want to avoid that. What else? We want to increase or improve productivity. How? If we are getting sick, then the job is not done. Yeah? Especially for companies where they are running on productions, 1 day of absence is a loss of income. And then, if our staffs are not healthy, the insurance premium will be increased. Yeah, that is a burden, a financial burden, not only to the organization but also to the worker and the family. So those are the things that we want to avoid. Okay, let's have a look. What are the common hazards that we have? Let's say just start from this room. As I mentioned just now, if you sit on the chair, you can fall. If you sit on this chair, you turn around, you can also fall. Or the wheel can actually broken.
Also.
Yes, also fall. And what else? We can also have moles, right? My room, I have moles there. Right? We can have moles on the ceiling. I have birds die on my ceiling. Yes. So those are all health hazards that we have around us. Yeah? It is just like a zoo actually in my room. Okay. All right. These are the common hazards in the labs. Yeah. For those who are working with chemicals, I think in KDP, even I think civil, electrical also have chemicals. Mechanical also have chemicals. All right. It's not only chemical engineering have chemicals now. So we have chemical hazards. Civil have physical hazards. Yeah? Civil has lots of physical hazards. We also have biological hazards. But this one here is mostly to those who are handling biological microorganism, or I think also in agriculture, right? Where we have all the GMO products. And this is very common. Okay, all labs have these physical hazards, and here, no matter where you work, this is also a potential hazard. Ergonomics, how we sit, how you live, your heavy load, how you do twisting, okay? If you are a roti canai maker, it is a repetitive movement, yeah? So those are all ergonomic hazards that we have around us. Okay. Who can explain slightly on the chemical hazards? This is just an example. The types is toxic. There are many other types of chemical hazards that we can have around us.
Mr. Hisham?
Hisham, yes.
He's
Hisham,
the master of this.
what do you know about toxic chemicals?
Oh, this guy also.
Which Hisham?
Hisham
Chemical.
They are master in chemical.
Alright, okay, that's okay. The toxic chemicals, what are example of toxic chemicals? We also have these type of toxic chemicals at home. Can you give an example? Clorox. Detergent and Clorox. Clorox, the incidence of Clorox toxications because of Clorox is very high, especially among housewives or house husband. Alright? Because what they did is they just pour that pure Clorox on the floor and they're actually inhaling the fumes. And it actually causes nauseousness. Nauseousness means, okay, they feel dizzy. Right? That is the health effect of these toxic chemicals. So the way that they handle the chemicals, when they mix it, some actually don't even mix it with water. Some actually just pour it purely on the floor, causing they have skin burn. Very bad skin burn because of the corrosive effect of Clorox. Alright? Many actually don't realize handling of the toxic chemicals have the ill effect to the body. Right? And when we are being poisoned by these toxic chemicals, then there are other effects. Yeah? It can cause skin irritation, there will be skin burn, there will be nauseousness, and then there will be also a difficulty in breathing. Okay? So those are it looks like a very common household items, but it is actually very toxic. What are the safety measures actually when we want to control? We control or mitigate these hazards are the use of proper PPE and also use of proper SOP. What does it mean by proper SOP? The person who actually handled that particular chemicals, they have to know how much to add, how to add, what kind of cartridge, PPE mask that they use. It's not surgical mask. If you are handling the fume, if you are handling chemical with fume, you have to use a cartridge mask. N95. Yeah, it's just like COVID-19 mask. So those are the PPE that are suitable to handle chemical hazards. Okay, we have many electrical people. All right. What can you share about electrical hazards?
This is his master.
Okay, just read. You are working in which lab?
High voltage.
High voltage lab.
DC food.
Okay. What can you tell about electrical hazards?
Electrical shock.
Electrical shock, yes. How does people come in contact with that electrical shock? How do they get it?
How is it feel?
By maybe wet hand.
Wet hand?
Touching on the plug socket.
Okay.
Something like that.
All right.
Ini pula.
Dry wire.
What else?
How is it feel?
Using the already broken plug.
Already faulty equipment. Okay. What else?
Put the finger.
Yes, purposely poking finger in there. Yes. That is what we call as an unsafe act. Yes, that's right. And I think in many labs we use extensions, and they are not certified extensions. So which can actually also cause these electrical hazards. Yeah. What are the common injuries that they usually have when they are actually exposed to this kind of shock? Shock, yes. And that can lead to fatality. It can lead to fatality. What else? You can also have severe burn. Okay? So what are the safety measures? The safety measures is for us to use a proper insulated tools, insulated shoes, for example, so that it does not ground through our body. Yeah, insulated gloves and etc. Okay, this is a very famous issue now. Okay, pressurized. We have pressurized vessel in our lab around us. For example, this is the boiler. Right, boiler is an example of a pressurized vessel. Pipeline, pressurized pipeline is considered as a pressurized vessel. So, compressor, yes, autoclave. Though anything that's working above 1 bar is considered a pressurized system. Right. So, what are the high risk activities related to this?
Explosion.
A possible blast, yeah, a possible blast rupture when the pressure is excessive or overpressure. We call it as an overpressure, so there is a blast. Or if there is a leak, a small leak in there, then the material will come out in jet motion, in a jet motion because of the high pressure. So all of those jet motion, it will cause injuries to the people around. Either the debris, right, the metal debris, it will hit the people, alright, it can cause injury, or the hot steam or the corrosive material that's coming out, it will actually hurt, cause injury to the person who are working around the area. So those are all the hazards that are that can be caused by the pressurized unit. What are the safety measures that we have to actually take into account for or in managing this pressurized unit? Manual, pressure gauge, yes, for you to monitor, maintenance, inspection, and of course, if it is a high-end or a very high pressure system, then we should have a what we call as a relief device. A relief device means if it is it reach a specific isolated. It's a relief valve. It's called as a relief valve. Pressure relief. Yes. Yes. It's a pressure relief valve where it is actually.
Pressure cooker.
Yes. That is there are lots of accidents with pressure cooker. Okay. So for a very high pressure system, usually what they have is they have a sensor, a set point. If it is actually reaching a certain pressure value, then it will relieve the pressure. Alright? But accident can happen if the relief device system is faulty. Alright? If it is malfunction, it deviates from its set point, then it will actually go beyond or it can explode. Okay. Then we have what we call as a biological hazards. Yeah? These biological hazards, it can be caused by mold, mold that we have on our ceiling, or I think most labs also have molds, and then it can be due to bacteria or viruses, COVID-19, etc. So, but the most common one, these hazards happens, or the risk is actually faced by those who are handling it directly. Handling it directly means those who are actually doing sampling on biological material, even those who are going for waste. If you are actually managing waste, wastewater, yes. So please be diligent, because you don't know what is there and where does it come from. So please make sure that you wear a proper PPE when handling all of the waste type material. Alright? And also any biological sample, because the effects are a little bit silent. The effects are silent, but it can have it can lead to chronic disease. So you can have infections, you can have suddenly lung infection. Even the most difficult one is sepsis, infection in blood, sepsis. Yes. So just be careful. All right. So what are the safety measures? We should have a proper hygiene procedure. It means that any sample, it has to be autoclaved before you dispose. It has to be autoclaved. If it is to be incinerated, I think UPM's procedures is that we have it autoclaved and put it at one place, and then it will be sent for incineration. Yeah, that's what our current procedure for handling biological hazards. But of course, suitable PPE, every time that you handle it, make sure you do a proper cleaning, yeah, of yourself. And last is a correct disposal method. Yeah? Okay, noise hazards. Those are working with machinery. Again, from civil, those who are from civil, you said that you handle a lot of machinery. Okay? Construction, jackhammer, what else? Mixer, grinder,
vibration table.
okay, nozzle, drilling. So all of those are actually something that can contribute noise, and it can affect your hearing. Yeah? Your hearing capability. So you have to check. Do you have a regular checkup of hearing?
I check every day.
No, I mean what I meant is properly diagnosed
Oh,
by
properly
doctor.
diagnosed.
Yes,
Okay.
a properly medical checkup. A properly medical checkup. Whether your hearing capacity or capability this year is okay, next year it might lose by 50%. So you have to check that. Why? If let's say the arrangement in our lab, alright, we arrange our unit, and those units that have, let's say, one unit A is producing 100 decibel, the other one is producing 120 decibel, and you are working in the middle, what is the noise level you are experiencing? Okay, that is what we call as interference. Alright? So that has to be evaluated to make sure that we are mitigating this particular noise level. Okay, the accepted noise level is 90 decibel for a 8 hours time waiting average. Right, time waiting average means 8 hours working straight. Yeah. So, but even that, it will cause some hearing loss if you don't actually wear any earplug or earmuff. So, do you use earplug or earmuff while working? All right. Okay, good if you use it. Okay, lighting hazards. Electric. Welding. Yeah, who is working with who is a welder?
Nasib.
Civil, mechanical,
Electrical.
electrical.
Yeah.
Yes, you do soldering then. You're using solder. You need so. Yeah. Solder no light. Tak ada. Welding.
Solder no light no future.
Solder you add on light. Okay. So because why? Because when you why I was actually talking about solder, it's just because you are actually have a very minute task. It is a micro task. You are working with small compartment, right? So it actually strain your eyes where you require some more lights to add on. Means that do you have a sufficient or insufficient light while working? And if it is insufficient, then you are going to strain your eyes, which cause eye fatigue by the end of the day or by the end of you working at UPM. Okay, so it is good to actually check whether our lab have a proper lighting. Okay, that is part of our safety measure to make sure that our eyes are not being strained, overstrained because of this insufficient or too much lighting when we are working. Okay, this is very common. Okay, ergonomic hazards is very common among us. What kind of ergonomic hazards do you have? Or do you encounter?
Back pain.
Back pain. Why? What kind of work do you do?
Setting posture, lifting.
Lifting?
Tak buat kerja. Duduk je.
Okay, sitting for too long is also not good. Okay, alright, okay. So, if what kind of work do you do? Just read, right? Just read, right?
You just sitting.
You
sitting for 8 hours.
Oh, you use a computer. Alright. So you have a potential of what we call as a apa? What kind of disease is that? Or disorder? What kind of disorder?
Carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay. And carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay.
Apa dia?
Rem.
Oh,
Gaul.
Syndrome disorder.
Go out. Yeah, go out. Different factor that lead to go out. But now we are looking into ergonomics. Okay, so this, the ergonomics, what
Back
actually cause? One is back pain because you are actually sort of like working and bending yourself.
Yeah.
What else?
Freeze.
Neck.
Freeze neck, eyes. How is your eyes?
Reach of the
Kepala apa?
Headache.
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 Okay. What else? Do you any of you work under extreme temperature? Extreme temperature, awam. Yeah, those from civil, if you are actually under construction, KBP in plantation, especially when it is very hot. Alright, so someone who is suddenly from cold area going up, they will have what they call as a dizziness. So that is what we say because of a heat stress, extreme change in temperature. They will experience this. Alright, for a person, for example, a mom who just giving birth, alright, coming back to work, they will also have this what we call as ergonomic hazards. Why? The change in terms of the working environment are different, which cause them to have heat-related stress as well. Right? So, what are the best mitigation methods to cater for heat stress? Lots of dehydration means that you need to drink more water, or you have to have a cooler area before as a transition. They say they are from office, then there should be a transition somewhere around which is shady enough before they go out under the hot sun. Right? That is a way to do a transition so that they
Ibarat syurga ni neraka tu.
because you need that, else you're going to pass out. You're going to pass out in the hot sun. Alright? For those who have been never working there, or let's say if you have intern student who just try working at the construction site, and then that is a way for you to handle. Right? Do not just let them go there and suddenly they pass out.
Okay, let them
You are in trouble.
Let
You have to
them
answer.
That's an experience.
Okay. The high risk activity, as we mentioned, is heavy lifting. How do you lift correctly? Can someone? Forklift is one. If you do it manually, how do you do it?
Do not let your back pain, your back.
Use what? Use the force of what?
Use your leg.
Force of leg.
Use the strength of your
Leg.
feet.
Leg.
Yes. Use the strength of your feet, not the
Contoh?
strength of your
Huh?
body.
Example.
Yeah.
Kan?
And
Nangkap pada sini dah
this is a
berat.
common, yeah.
Itu macam betul pula.
MSD is a common disorder, yeah. For those who have ergonomic hazards, yeah. Musculoskeletal disorder. Musculoskeletal disorder. Musculoskeletal means any part of our body, yeah. So the MSD, we call it as MSD. Okay, this is very common now. Okay, this is very common now. Okay, because of the wrong posture of us sitting, wrong posture of us working, wrong posture of us lifting, and sudden twisting. So all of those can actually lead to this MSD.
Kadang pegang mouse lama pun.
Yes.
In English, please.
Keren.
Okay. So what is the best way?
Contoh yang lambat sikit.
Gambar.
What is the best way for us to mitigate this? Right? Common breaks and stretching means that you should have a frequent break and stretching. Yeah, 10 minutes or 30 minutes working, then should be 5 minutes break. So break it into small parts. Yeah? And then training on proper lifting techniques. Have you attended any proper lifting technique?
No, not yet, not yet.
You should
Maybe I
request.
don't have budget.
You should request because that is part
Request.
of OSH requirement. Okay, if you are looking later in next section, yeah, we are looking, there is a requirement.
Apa GKP?
Ah, dia GKP je boleh.
Okay, so request, yes,
Safety measure, if you be using ergonomic furniture,
yes, it is, yeah, but it is very expensive.
Economic furniture. That's the solution
But
actually.
you can actually request, yeah.
We need to buy
You can request.
Thomas check.
Because the responsibility is for the employer to provide safe working environment to us, so we can request. Because that is the right. Okay, that is the right that is written under Amendment 2022. We are going to discuss that more later. Okay? So, what are the methods? How do we identify hazards? Yeah, this is a very brief method, but when we have our next sessions, we will do this more as a hands-on. All right. Gather information from sources. What are the sources that's available for you to know what kind of hazards that we have around us?
Maybe from the what we call from the equipment we can read the manual.
Yes, from equipment manual, equipment information, what else? SOP.
Surrounding.
Okay, what else? What you want a sources? A sources means a document that is official, a document that is verified. Okay, that is where we are able to gather this information.
Is experience very
Experience, yes, you can. From we call that as an expert opinion. Expert opinion. No matter who you are, you have been doing that for such a long time. You know what kind of hazard it is. So you are called as an expert. All right. And then we can also, for those who are working with chemical, we have a document what we call as a safety data sheet. Yeah, the safety data sheet, it has all the hazard information of the chemical that we are handling. If let's say we have incident report,
Yeah.
or near miss report, we can also use that as a information to start our hazard identification approach. All right, our hazard identification work.
We have to sacrifice
Alright.
someone.
No, don't sacrifice it first. Okay, then we have inspect the workplace. Identify unsafe practices or conditions. So this is where we do audit, audit or inspection. So we inspect by ourselves what kind of unsafe conditions that we have, and that can be part of our hazard identifications task. And analyze job tasks. How does analyze job tasks comes into place here? Let's say, what is your job task? Siapa nama tu? What is your name? Ijan, yes. Okay, what is your job task?
Mengendalikan,
In English.
membantu pengendalian amali.
Okay, you helps in lab sessions. What kind of lab sessions?
Using
What kind of equipment? Electrical equipment. Alright. Let's say this is the electrical equipment that Mr. Sharizan is handling. Alright. When he is handling this, so what you do is you are going to analyze the tasks to perform this. So in those tasks, the small tasks, you have to identify what are the hazards with each of the small tasks.
Yes.
Alright. So when you are doing that, you are not going to leave any parts of this. If you're just looking at it as one big task, so you are going to miss out the detail. Usually those details are the hidden details that can cause harm to us. Right? So, include PPE, yes. Include all the activities, let's say from collecting samples, putting in samples in one box, and then take the sample out and then do the testing, remove it from the test unit, put it into the disposal, and then the disposal. So each of those has to be identified. What are the possible hazards that can come in, that can be present? And it can
for
occur.
every equipment.
For all equipment, yes. For all equipment. Okay? Alright. Last, but of course not least, is we have have to monitor trends. What is the trends of incidents and the near misses that happen in our lab? One near misses is okay, but if you have too many near misses, it will lead to a big incident. That is the common trend in any industry, even in oil and gas industry. Because of many near misses that had been neglected, it actually bursts out as an incident. So we have to monitor. This incident is because of what? That near misses is because of what? And we try to mitigate those hazards. We control those hazards so that we prevent that incident from happening. Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions? You asked lots of questions already. Or you have any questions?
Yang nak tanya yang macam ni kita nak rate hazard tu. Daripada biasa, sedang, berbahaya, sangat bahaya.
Oh, okay. The hazards level depends on what is the severity of injury that they can cause, right? If according to DOSH, they will put it as a very minor injury, the one that can cause you to leave work maybe 1 to 2 hours to get medication that be diagnosed. Or now, if let's say you are hospitalized for 24 hours, it is considered a major already. So it's actually based on various different school of thoughts lah. We call it. I mean that, but commonly we refer to DOSH. We refer to DOSH. Okay, what is their hazards category? Or what is the severity of the injury that can cause that hazards?
Jadi,
Menteri
paper
oleh.
tu kita bukan suka-suka kita letak lah.
No, only the one that we can put is the likelihood. How much it will happen? How many times it happens?
So termasuk yang near misses sampai semua
Yes,
itu.
yes, all the near misses. That's why when we say that, okay, this accident, it happens only once a year. So it will be calculated in the risk calculation. The potential of that hazards or the potential of the risk is 0.1 because it happens once a year. The more frequent it happens, the larger that number and the higher the risk is.
So dia akan naik lah dalam kategori tu.
Yes, yes. So that one, we are going to have another session for that. Alright? Okay, any other questions? Huh? Any questions?
Betul lah, betul. Bila kita bincang tadi selama setengah jam tadi kan,
Mm-mm.
saya fikir-fikir balik, saya rasa benda ni berbalik 10 kepada bajet juga.
Yes, part of it is budget, but part of it can be
Kita boleh buat ni.
no, because part of it is actually our initiative within our lab. Because if let's say you want to identify hazard, you don't need to get, okay, give me money, I want to identify hazard there, hazard there. No, you can do it. You can do it there by looking at, okay, we have faulty, let's say faulty switchboard there. We have a mold there. Okay, we have door knob that is loose there. Alright, those are the identification of hazards. And what we do,
Hazard, no need budget.
yes,
To solve the problem.
mitigate, yes, of course. Mitigate the hazards, mitigate the risk, it requires budget, of course. Yes, I agree. And to solve this is very difficult. Why? Because nobody see that safety is there. But once you have to pay for the safety, then you will know, okay, I have to pay millions.
That's why our staff using our money, our own pocket
Yes.
money to buy.
Make it as a ibadah.
Okey lah, kita keluar.
Okay, we're not finished yet. Alright. So, how do you rate your comprehension on hazard identification and risk assessment now compared to the previous one? Compared to the previous one when you answer the pretest, right? Okay, how do you rate it now? Do you feel Okay, I know much better, it's the same. Oh, no improvement. Okay.
Much better.
Here problem.
Huh?
But still we are
Still,
Improve.
which, huh?
Improve. Can be
Okay.
improved.
Which part that you think can be improved much better?
Identify hazard.
Okay, then that will be that's better to be done as a hands-on,
Kita tak
right?
dah benda ni semua.
Ah,
Kita dah
Yeah.
Kita dah
cuma
Highlight tu.
kita dah buat dah macam JKKP.
yes.
Mhm.
Cuma kita masih macam shock sendiri lah sebab kita bagi kategori hazard tu.
Untuk rating hazard tu kita kebanyakan dia rating.
Hazard rating is still
Based on our own opinion.
okay. Alright.
Opinion and also our experience that we have.
Yep. Because you are considered one part of safety is expert elicitation is considered to be a person that has sort of like an authority. Why? Because you know what is happening there, you know how it is being done, you know how much is to be taken care and how frequent it happens. That's why we usually use expert or experience as one of the considerations to be put into, okay, what is the frequency of this hazard or what is the severity of these hazards that can lead to a certain risk, that can lead to injury, for example. Okay, so do not underestimate your capability. You are actually very powerful in the sense that you have that experience. Okay, so expert elicitation is one method. It is very commonly used in safety. Okay, what type of hazard do you think are the most common one? That one you can answer. With different people, you have a different hazards around you. All right, we have physical hazards, chemical hazards, and biological hazards. What are the proposed safety measures for the identified hazard at your workplace? So you can actually propose a possible safety measure according to the methods that we identified. Yeah, even though it's very basic methods. Right? Yes.
Question. So basically for this hazard identification, so there is no solid or standard regarding the identification.
No.
So basically it's based on
We have a
people.
methods. Yes, we have a methods. You just follow those methods. As long as you follow the method systematically, you are in the right track. Okay. Only the reporting way maybe we can improve. Okay. All right. So final thoughts, just to share, is your current workplace safe? Think again. What kind of hazards there that can pose harm to you and your colleagues? For you to take a look again. And I hope that we will use the correct methods to identify hazards so that an effective safety measure can be put in place. Alright? Okay. So if you want to read further, these are the references that I've been using to prepare these particular slides. I can also share the slides with you if you want to. Alright? And the next one is assessment. Yeah? This assessment is due in 10 minutes after we complete this particular module. Okay, you can try and answer. No ChatGPT allowed. Okay, no ChatGPT allowed. So please answer them. But it is due after 10 minutes. Yeah. You can also have a look at it. And if you want to ask questions. Yes, you can ask questions. So, okay, so if you have any questions to ask on this assessment, okay, we are going to also discuss this assessment later in our module 2 on what are the possible answers that related to this particular assessment. Okay? Any questions on this? If let's say you are not sure, so it will be due within 10 minutes after we finish our module for today. Okay, if you don't have any further question, I think that's all. Thank you so much for your kind attention today.